What if I told you that the person you believe yourself to be is only half of the story? Every choice you make, every habit you form, every emotion that surprises you, it's all influenced by something far deeper than your conscious mind. Beneath your everyday awareness lies an entire universe of memories, desires, instincts, and possibilities. A universe so vast, it could either enslave you or set you free. Carl Jung called it the unconscious, and he believed that if you dare to face it, you could undergo the most profound transformation of your life. Because the unconscious isn't just where your fears hide, it's also where your greatest potential lives. 1. Why we fear the unconscious. For most of us, the unconscious feels terrifying. It holds the parts of ourselves we'd rather deny. Shame, anger, envy, grief. It's where trauma hides, where old wounds still bleed. It's easier to pretend these parts don't exist, to live only in the narrow spotlight of consciousness. But Jung warned us, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. That's why people repeat the same mistakes in relationships, why they sabotage opportunities, why they feel haunted by feelings they don't understand. The unconscious doesn't go away when you ignore it. It only grows stronger. 2. The shadow. Meeting the stranger. Within one of Jung's most powerful insights is the shadow. The shadow is everything you reject about yourself. The anger you hide behind politeness, the selfishness you disguise as generosity, the fears you bury under false confidence. And here's the painful truth: the shadow always finds a way out. It appears when you lose your temper at the smallest things. It whispers in your envy when you compare yourself to others. It controls you when you condemn in others what you secretly see in yourself. The first step toward transformation is not to run from the shadow, but to face it, to admit, this too is me. And when you accept your shadow, it loses its power to control you. 3. The language of the unconscious, dreams and symbols. The unconscious doesn't speak in logic, it speaks in symbols. Every night when you dream, your unconscious is sending you messages, but they arrive disguised, wrapped in strange stories and surreal images. Dreams of falling often speak of losing control. Dreams of being chased can reveal the parts of yourself you're avoiding. Dreams of flying may show the deep hunger for freedom. To ignore your dreams is to ignore your own soul. To listen is to discover truths your conscious mind could never reach. 4. Archetypes, the universal patterns of life. Jung discovered that the unconscious is not only personal, it's collective. Across cultures and centuries, the same patterns appear. The hero who faces trials, the mentor who offers wisdom, the shadow who tests us, the lover who awakens desire. These are archetypes. They are universal forces, shaping not just stories and myths, but also your own life. Have you ever felt like you're living out a script you didn't write? That's because you are. Archetypes live in you, guiding your journey, whether you recognize them or not. When you see them, you gain awareness, and with awareness comes choice. 5. Transformation through the unconscious. Here's the hope. The unconscious isn't only a dark force, it's also the source of your greatest power. Jung believed the true goal of life is individuation, to become whole by uniting the conscious and unconscious. That means facing your shadow and integrating it, listening to your dreams and decoding their wisdom, recognizing the archetypes that shape your path, accepting that the real you is larger, deeper, and more complex than the mask you show the world. This is transformation. Not becoming someone else, not pretending to be enlightened, but finally becoming yourself. The unconscious is strange, yes, it is frightening, but it is also the wellspring of creativity, love, imagination, and meaning. It is not your enemy, it is your forgotten ally, and if you dare to face it, you will discover not only who you are, but who you were always meant to be. 6. Why transformation hurts before it heals. Transformation is not a gentle process, it is often painful, because to grow, you must let parts of yourself die. To change, you must confront truths you'd rather avoid. To awaken, you must leave the comfort of sleep. It is the same pain Plato described in the allegory of the cave. When the prisoner is dragged from the shadows into the light, his eyes burn and the truth blinds him. But in time, he learns to see. So too with the unconscious. At first it feels unbearable, but on the other side, you find clarity, freedom, and wholeness. 7. Living with the whole self. Imagine a life where you are no longer controlled by hidden fears, where your dreams guide you instead of confuse you, where your creativity flows, your relationships deepen, and your choices feel aligned with something greater. That is the life of individuation, the life of wholeness. It doesn't mean perfection. It means integration. It means no longer fighting with yourself, but embracing every part of you, light and dark, conscious and unconscious. This is the gift of transformation through the unconscious. So the question is, are you ready to take that journey? To stop living on the surface and to step into the depths of who you really are? Because until you face your unconscious, you will always feel incomplete. But when you unite with it, you become whole. If this exploration moved you and you want to dive deeper into truth, philosophy, and the hidden dimensions of the human mind, make sure to subscribe to Thinker's Odyssey. This is more than a channel, it's a journey, and your transformation is only just beginning.